Hey guys, how's it going? It's your girl Tinker Goddess. What's up? Is everything good? Everything good over here? Okay, so this video today, I forgot. I wanted to say thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. You all just don't know how much that means to me. Like, y'all are part of my family now, so I consider y'all to be family, okay? All right. So today we're going to be talking about bullying. Okay, this is actually a special request video. So I, I really put my all into this. With doing research and just uh, speaking to spirit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a little. How can I word it? Like when it comes, I'm a little touchy when it comes to bullying. Ain't no little in it. Like it's just certain things I just don't like. And I don't like kids that bully other kids. So, first and foremost, what is bullying? Okay, so bullying is basically, I'm going to give you the real definition for it. Bullying is unwanted aggressive behavior amongst school age kids that involves a real or perceived power imbalance. Both kids who are bullied and the bully can develop serious, long lasting issues. Now, did you all know that there's actually three types of bullying? There's three types of bullying. I actually screenshotted this because I really want to get to the core of why people bully and how it makes the person that's being bullied, how that makes them feel. Like, I just don't like it. So just bear with me because a lot of this stuff I wrote down. So if you don't like lengthy videos, I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I'm not going to be in no rush, okay? Because I just like to be real thorough and transparent. And I want to make sure I'm covering everything. That's why I wrote, a bunch of this down, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to leave nothing out. Okay, so there's three types of bullying. There's verbal bullying, social bullying, and physical bullying. Okay? Now, verbal bullying is basically saying or writing things like teasing, name calling, inappropriate sexual comments, taunting, threatening to cause harm. That's verbal bullying. Okay? And it can happen in any setting. It can happen, most of all, it happens at school. It can happen at home. You know what I'm saying? Like parents can bully their kids and, talking to their kid in a disrespectful manner. That's considered bullying. It just can happen anywhere, on the workplace, at your job. But right now, this is going to be strictly about kids being bullied or just, people being bullied in general. Okay. That's number one. Verbal bullying is number one. Okay. Number two is social bullying. Social bullying is basically sometimes referred to as relational bullying, involves hurting someone's reputation or relationship. And so social bullying would be like leaving someone out on purpose, telling other children not to be friends with someone, spreading rumors about someone, embarrassing someone in public. Gosh, I definitely have struggled with, being left out on purpose. My mom used to do that all the time, basically leave me out. You know what I'm saying? Like my other sisters, they would always do things together, but I would be the one that would always be, left out on purpose. And when I bring it to her attention, she denies it and she comes up with some excuse. But that's a whole different story for a whole different day. But let's stick to the topic. So that's number two. Number three is physical bullying. And this is where it gets interesting. Now, this normally happens in person. And it normally happens in school or at school. You know what I'm saying? Or, it can happen at home, but it's physical. And that includes, physical. Pushing, shoving, kicking, any type of body or, hitting a person's body or, trying to cause harm, like pinching, kicking, or spitting. You can, any type of situation that will cause harm to your physical body. Okay, now we got that out the way. So now y'all know the definition of bullying if you don't know. And if you're not aware, that's the definition of bullying. Now, like I said, kids or adults who experience bullying can develop very negative physical, social, and emotional issues. And it can also affect their academics. If they're being bullied, yeah, they can develop real bad anxiety or slip through a depression, and their academics can just basically fall through the roof. Like they could be an A and B student, but if somebody is consistently bullying them, their grades can drop. So a lot of times, your kids, grades is dropping. Make sure you know what I'm saying, check on the kid, ask them. I ask my kids every day they come home from school. Okay, sorry y'all. Okay, so yeah, I ask my kids every day that they come home from school, how was your day? How's your day? Did you have a good day? What happened today at school? I don't want my kids to keep anything away from me. I need to know. I'm an involved parent. I need to know. You feel me? Okay. So, a lot of times, bullying happens because the bully the bully is not getting enough attention at home. They're either being neglected some type of way from either, whichever parent that got both of their parents. Some kids, people go through a divorce. You know what I'm saying? And some kids, they tend to take that to school, and then they, want to act out because kids don't know how to really uh, regulate their emotions. They're not aware of, you know, emotions like that. They aware of it, but they don't know how to control it. They're learning. They're in the learning stages. You know what I'm saying? And then, Lord forbid, the little small kids, they just don't even know how to process emotions. So a lot of them, they're not gonna know how to effectively handle a bullying situation unless we take it upon ourselves to teach them this. Okay? So make sure you're listening, because if your kid is out there bullying somebody, a lot of that is gonna fall on you as a parent. Yeah, a lot of it's gonna fall on you, because you don't want your kid growing up being a bully, and then bullies can get hurt too. Did you not know that? And I don't wish none of that on anybody, but I'm just trying to bring awareness to it. You know, what do you think? School shootings. A lot of these school shootings and stuff like that happen, and I'm not justifying it, but I'm saying a lot of these things happen because some of these kids are being bullied every day. Do you know how it feels to be embarrassed? You know, like kids laughing at you because you're getting bullied or something like that. That's not a good feeling. That's not a good feeling. So these kids that go through that, and that pressure keeps building up and building up and building up. They say pressure busts pipes. You know what I'm saying? And everybody don't have that calm state of mind. Everybody don't have that. So you just imagine being bullied and bullied and bullied every day. That can lead to a kid acting out. So where you've had a good quiet kid, go to school, got good grades, you know what I'm saying? Don't bother nobody or none of that, but they're being bullied all of a sudden. Then they change. They start isolating themselves. And a lot of the time, kids is not going to feel comfortable with telling you that somebody is bullying them. Because a lot of kids perceive bullying, they think that being bullied defines who they are. No, listen to me. Being bullied does not define who you are. You define who you are. Being bullied does not define who you are. It defines who the bully is. It basically defines them, because you're probably an empathetic person, and a lot of bullies, they know who to prey on. They know who to go after, and they tend to go after a lot of kids that's quiet. You know what I'm saying? Easygoing. Any kids that might suffer some type of learning disability, or you know what I'm saying. And I'm not just saying that, but I'm just saying, a kid that's real empathetic and in touch with their feelings. and sensitive. You know what I'm saying? They and then size plays a major factor in kids, being bullied. Like if you got somebody that's, big, but like I tell people, you remember that saying? No, I'm old school. Remember that saying? The bigger they come, the harder they fall. Size don't mean anything. Just because you big and you whatever, you strong or whatever, what's your inside like? Because listen, the all is mental. Everything is mental. Yeah, you might be big and strong, but guess what? You can outsmart them. You got the brains, because they ain't utilizing their brain if they want to go around and bully kids. Because listen, studies say that a lot of kids that bully, either their parents are overly strict or, let me see, their parents are either overly strict or neglecting them. And so basically I went through both of those, but I didn't go to school. I had no sense not to go to school and bully other kids. You feel me? So it's basically how that's something that Bully chose to do. It's not your fault. So today I'm gonna teach you all some ways that can keep you from getting bullied. I also asked Spirit, and Spirit said, I'm gonna just get this out the way first. Spirit said fear. So this person needs to implement more fear, more self-esteem, perseverance, and something about loneliness. But we're going to cover all of this, okay? So, did I tell you all what bullying does to a kid's health? It can increase stress and anxiety. It can also trigger symptoms of depression. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a trigger. Yeah. I mean, bullying has to be stopped. We got to stop this. And I see all the time people online, that's cyberbullying. I see it all the time on my social media. But I always been the type, I can't watch nobody sit up and bully somebody else. I always got to intervene. I could not. When I was in school, I couldn't do it. I couldn't. If I saw somebody trying to bully another kid, I'm intervening in it. Like I'm going to. Like I'm not gonna sit up there. I'm gonna check that person. That's the type of person I am. You cannot be my friend and I sit up here and allow you to get bullied. No, we're not doing that. But anyways, every kid deserves to go to school and feel safe and free from being bullied. Kids are going to school to receive an education. And sometimes when kids are faced with difficulties at home, school is their only place where they can get some damn peace and happiness. So I mean, damn, if they ain't getting peace and happiness at home, then they got to go to school and then not get peace and happiness. Like, come on now, everybody deserves peace and happiness. Nobody deserves to be bullied. Okay. Kids that suffer certain types of mental illnesses can fall into a depression. I did say that. Can fall into a depression that could lead to suicide. This is very important. That's why I got this one highlighted right here. And we have all heard of stories where a kid, have committed suicide, or somebody committed suicide because they was being bullied at school. Like I remember a story a couple years ago, a little kid, a boy, did that. He didn't mention it to his mom or anything. That's why I say a lot of kids are going to be mute, especially if they don't have that trust established or a good a communication system established with their parents. They're not going to say nothing. So that's something they're silently living with. Imagine that, okay? So start being more involved. Ask your kid every day, how was their day? What happened? They gonna, so when you start doing it, then you know what I'm saying, kids to start opening up to you, because kids ain't gonna open up to people that they don't trust. And then kids kind of view that as embarrassment. You feel me? So they ain't gonna feel comfortable with telling you, they being bullied. I remember when somebody tried to bully me about my teeth. You feel me? In school. Yes. But I was one of them ones, I had attitude. I didn't bother nobody. But if you bothered me, okay, I bet. But it still hurt my feelings. You feel me? It still made me look at myself like, oh, I got a gap in my mouth. Ain't nothing wrong with a gap. Nothing. I love, ain't nothing wrong with that. But that tore my self-esteem apart too. Because I'm like, this is what they saying and making fun of me. It's just not good. So stop it. And I mean stop it. Before I get St. Martha. Before I get St. Martha on your parents, you better stop it. No, for real though. Check this out, y'all. All of us have been created uniquely. We've been uniquely created. So embrace what you consider flaws. That's not flaws. That is your uniqueness. Embrace that. You don't want to be like everybody else. Self-esteem has a lot to do with people comparing themselves to other people. Stop it. Don't compare yourself to anybody. You are beautiful. You stand out. Build yourself, okay? So let's get that understood. And you bullies out there, if you don't stop bullying other kids and making fun of other kids, guess what? If your mamas ain't tell you, your daddies ain't telling you, I'm telling you. Don't you know when you grow up and you decide to have kids, some can end up, you know what I'm saying? You're like, your kid could come out, and I'm just saying it happens all the time. It's a possibility. They say karma comes back tenfold. So with all you're dishing out, just do know karma will come right back around and hit you in the face. And you don't know, because we have no control on how the universe wants to issue our karma. So stop bullying, okay? And a lot of the time, bullying stems from kids not being disciplined by their parents, and their parents don't have no structure. You got to have some structure with a kid. Kids crave discipline. They need it. I ain't saying you got to go and beat the hell out of your kid, but you need to have that fear created within them so they don't run over you, and so they don't go to school bullying other kids, causing confusion and stuff in that kid's life. Like, come on now. Like, for real. But like I said, bullying can affect how a child see themselves, how they view things. Like, I mean, it really can. And I know I went through it. But I ain't go through it for long, because I made sure that helper that was trying to bully me, okay. But I'm not recommending you all handle the situation like that. I'm definitely not recommending violence. Like, that's not what I recommend. But I am going to give you guys some ways you can decrease bullying. Okay. I also want to talk about this, because I don't want to leave this out. I remember back when I was in school, it was this kid, right? He got tired, man. These kids kept bullying him, kept picking on him, laughing, and the other kids just hee ha ha, all that. Not me though, but I'm just saying, kid. That's what kids. That's what kids. That they weren't like hee ha like that, but that's what they were like. How kids snivel and grin and point and make fun of the other kid. Honey, let me tell you what this kid did. He said enough is enough. He brought a knife to school. And if it wasn't for, it was his coach. I ain't gonna say his name, you know what I'm saying, for legality reasons and all that. But he brought a knife to school, and if it wasn't for this particular coach seeing it or something like that, he was gonna go and stab that other kid. He was tired. They say pressure busts pipes. You imagine being bullied every day. Like, do you know how that feels in the inside? Just be empathetic for a minute. Think about it. Think about how that would make you feel. And then, what I'm saying? And see, then a kid that's being bullied gets sick and tired of it, and then they get fed up to the point where it leads them to gravitating them to going to get a weapon or something to defend themselves. But that's not the way, y'all. So I'm just saying, And y'all know it's plenty of other school shootings, and a lot of them stem from kids that get picked on, you know. And then them kids end up messing their life up because they either end up in jail, you know what I'm saying, for something that's not even really their fault. All because somebody else, child, took their ass to school and felt like they want to bully somebody so they can feel powerful. So they can feel, you know what I'm saying, they want to take your joy, they want to take your happiness away. It's something they see in you that you possess that they don't have, and they want it. You know? Okay. Now, oh yeah, remember I said overly strict parents? Well, abusive parents. A lot of parents that are abusive, their kids tend to be bullies. And that's not the case all the time, because some kids, you know, they witness seeing their parents abusing each other, but they don't go to school and bully other kids. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing that in there. Um, Sometimes kids that got older siblings, they might be being bullied by their older siblings, and they just go to school and they mimic what they see happening at home. I mean, like, seriously, this really does happen. Oh, I also want to tell you all, uh, bullies tend to have very low self-esteem. Yep. But you can't tell from the outside looking in. So they bully others to hide their insecurities. You know, bullies also lack empathy. They lack empathy. That's why they do it, because they don't have no empathy. And you know, people that normally tend to not have empathy, they grow up to be narcissistic and things of that nature. So on the other hand, you have empathy though. The kid that's normally being bullied, a lot of times they are empathetic. They are empaths. So that's a gift. You can use that ability. You can use that as a gift. You know, you can use that as a gift. I'm telling you. And a lot of people that are empaths are highly intuitive people. They're highly intuitive. They can see right through people. They can see right through things. They can see a situation for what it is. Yeah, they really can. You know, so that's a gift. So utilize that gift. You know, like I said, they got something that you have something that they want. You know, but you can't let them get under your skin. Now, here is some ways that will eliminate you from being bullied and help you to cope, you know what I'm saying, or avoid it at all costs. First and foremost, you got to have some confidence. I'm gonna tell you something with confidence. Confidence, it's not hard. It's not hard. You can even appear to have confidence. You can even fake it. Hey Alexa, what time is it?
It's 5:50 p.m.
Oh,
Hope you've enjoyed your Thursday.